Ever thought about why getting a cup of coffee is so easy? All you need is to find Starbucks, place an order, pay, wait, and boom, your drink is ready! Even if your name is a little, creative, the whole picture is easy, right? But here's the catch. What seems like a quick and simple process is actually the tip of a much bigger story. Beneath it lies a hidden world of farmers, ships and factories, all working together to make it happen. Curious about my details? Let's see how it works. Right now, you're watching Starbucks supply chain in action, keeping thousands of stores around the globe running smoothly. And we're going to focus on 3 of them, one in the USA, one in England and one in China. Let's move on step by step. Number 1 thing Starbucks need to think about, of course, coffee beans and their shipping. In Latin America, countries like Brazil and Colombia are key suppliers, producing some of the finest Arabica beans. From there, coffee is transported as raw green beans to the port of Santos in Brazil, and after that, exported to the United States, England, China and other countries worldwide. A similar process happens in Africa, where Ethiopia and Kenya grow coffee beans known for their distinct and rich flavor. These beans are transported to the port of Durban, a major hub for shipping African coffee globally as well. Moving on to China. Like other countries, it relies heavily on coffee imports from Latin America and Africa, but it's also actively developing its own coffee growing regions. A significant portion of China's coffee comes from Yunnan province, where coffee production continues to expand. Next, let's move on and follow the coffee beans journey further. After reaching North America, they are received at the ports of Vancouver and Seattle. From there, beans are transported to Starbucks roasting facilities, like the one in Kent, Washington, where they are expertly roasted and prepared for distribution across the United States and Canada. In Europe, coffee beans are unloaded at major ports such as Antwerp, Belgium, and Rotterdam, Netherlands. These ports are critical hubs for distributing coffee throughout the region. After that, the beans are delivered to Starbucks roasting plant in Amsterdam, where they are roasted before being sent out to stores across entire Europe. At the same time, in China, coffee beans arrive at the port of Shanghai, after which they are transported to Starbucks Coffee Innovation Park in Kunshan, Jiangsu province. This large facility, opened in 2022, is the biggest Starbucks roasting plant outside of the United States. Here, imported and locally grown beans are roasted, packed and sent to Starbucks locations across China. Sure, coffee gets all the attention, but what about the humble paper cup? It might not seem important, but without it, you just have a hot paddle in your hand. So where does it come from? Let's look at how tree transforms into cup. Coming back to North America, here paper cup production begins in the extensive forests of Alabama and similar regions. These forests are managed under programs like the Sustainable Forestry Initiative, ensuring a balance between environmental safety and industrial needs. Companies like Westrock source wood from these regions, which is then processed at their mills. These mills transform raw materials into high-quality paper, eventually used to create Starbucks paper cups. From forest to factory, it's all about staying eco-friendly while making enough for everyone. Flying over to Europe, where all begins in the forest-rich Finland and Sweden. These areas are known for their rich timber resources, all managed sustainably with certification like the Forest Stewardship Council. Wood then processed by packaging companies like Huhtamäki, whose factories across Europe are focused on paper products, including Starbucks paper cups. These factories use smart methods to make sure every cup is made the right way, and no coffee leaks out the bottom. And our final stop is China, where the process takes a slightly different turn. Southern China are the source where fast-growing tree species are harvested. This area supply wood, which meet the requirements of local paper production. Without a centralized initiative like in the USA and Europe, forest management is handled by local governments here. The wood is processed in factories such as Shandong International Paper and Sun Paper. Forests are pretty close to factories, logistics streamlined, and everything runs quickly and efficiently. As you can see, Starbucks supply chain is a massive global operation that must consider countless factors and leaves no room for delays. From sourcing beans to roasting, each step is a key factor. It's truly impressive, even without mentioning everything else like milk, coffee machines, lids, straws, napkins, anti-splash sticks to put into the lid hole when you run with your coffee. Okay, fine, let's stop here. I hope this breakdown was an eye-opening for you. If you enjoyed this bottom of the iceberg overview, don't forget to like, subscribe and share with your friends. Got any questions or thoughts or funny names Starbucks has called you? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and stay decoded.